Hello everyone, this is Locke and I, and welcome back to the Great Build YouTube channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at the amusement park in the city, as well as the new section of the layout that I showed off in a previous video that will have many base plates on it and will have a good, decent idea of what the layout will offer. In addition to that, we're going to be taking a quick look and talk about what's happening over here in the city, so stay tuned for that. But to get over to the amusement park and to show you the rest of the city layout, we're going to be taking the train, which is something I plan to do more often in the future because it's a fun way to incorporate the train into the layout. So here we go. We're taking it a little bit slow today so we can take a look at everything we've got going on here. We've got, blue plates will represent where water will be, and I've got to figure out if I'm doing a bridge for this train track or if we'll change the layout. I also put a bunch of green down. I have to custom cut some base plates to fit there, but that's alright. And other than that, we have spots for the mountain and a bridge over here. Then we're going off to the amusement park. So this is the amusement park. Now, I'll link a video at the end of this video for you to watch if you haven't seen it, but I did have most of this stuff in a prior amusement park display I tried out. And of course, for the future, this is going to be where it sits in the city. I wanted it to be close to the beach because that made sense, but also make it like its own special area because I love building amusement park stuff like rides and different games, which you'll see here. I'm not going to go in depth on any of the actual sets that are used here unless they're new and haven't been in the previous display. So let's get right to it. Over here you can see at the beginning I built a custom small train station. It's just a very small train station. It's supposed to look like it's made out of metal panels, which is pretty cool. And I parked the Lego City truck out front, which carries one of the amusement park rides into the park. Once you get through the admissions area, we have a food court, as well as a pathway to get to something we'll see later in the video. Now, I did take some interesting parts to get some of these put together with the tan pathways, so there's not tan pathways under these vehicles. First, we have the ice cream truck, which is just a LEGO Friends 4 Plus set. I have plans to modify this in the future, actually. It'll make it so that it has much more detail, and you'll see another LEGO Friends set later in this video where I did modify it to give it more detail, and you'll see what I mean then. I also picked up the Lego City Burger Truck. This is a set that, if you do want to get it, it is $20, and it retails at Walmart and the Lego store, from my knowledge. And this is a great set if you're looking for just a small thing. It's $20, of course, and it has too many figures. The burger stand at the back can be removed. But of course, I needed to get a burger truck for this place because you can't have an amusement park without a burger stand, right? I also moved the popcorn cart from the beach area previously over here, and also put down the LEGO Friends Pancake Shop, which is a nice little build for $11 if you wanted to pick that up. It's not something I would highly recommend, but it is a pretty cool building, and you get some cool custom printed pancake pieces on the inside. I only removed the base of it so that way I can put it on the tan plating. We have two of the LEGO Creator 3-in-1 Noodle Shop ice cream carts, which are supposed to be selling Italian ices here. And one's working, one is currently just out of commission or just parked. Moving under the rails of the roller coaster, I also added the pop-up accessory shop from the LEGO Friends line. A lot of the LEGO Friends stuff is great for amusement parks, honestly, so here it is. Just a place for you to get some cool accessories. And also, we have the donut shop, which is a 4 Plus LEGO Friends set that I modified to have the 2 walls that were missing from the set added. I plan to add a roof in the future, but I don't know exactly if I want a skylight or if I just want a standard roof yet, so that's why it's like that. Along with the other ride here. Moving to the center, we have the Lego City Space Park ride, and this is just stationary. I just locked it in place with a few bricks, nothing too special. And I also made it so that I could easily access it with a motor in the future if I choose to. Now, I also put some of the little games in the map here, as well as a place to eat your food. But I moved the entrance to the roller coaster part inside the track. In the actual set, they tell you to put it on the outside, but that didn't work for this layout, so I just put it on the inside. And of course, the Ferris wheel is here too. All that makes up the gist of what I had from the previous Lego amusement park layout I tried. And I'd say that this is actually pretty much the same amount of stuff, maybe a little bit more considering the food court and the other things we'll take a look at. And this is all meant to be able to be changed. Like if I want to make a custom roller coaster, I can put it here. If I want to buy another Lego set of a roller coaster that comes out, maybe I'll do that. It all depends on if I like the aesthetic and if it fits with the theme here. And then finally, let's take a look at what's across the train tracks. We see some people already coming up to it. But this is a find I found at the Lego store a couple months ago. This is the carousel. And this is just a good set. It's a Lego store exclusive, as I said, so you can't find it anywhere other than Lego stores, so it's a little bit harder to come by. But you can see here that it's got a whole bunch of different little rides for you to ride on. There's supposed to be like a swan and a pirate ship. There's also a whale and a fire truck. And then if you didn't just see that just now, the gears that were originally featured in this set were a pain to turn around if you actually wanted to turn the ride. So I took apart some of my 4+ pieces that I had laying around, which includes this giant cupcake, which I can stick a Technic axle through. I put that Technic axle through the ground as well, and then decided that I could also make it so the gears work with it, so that way I can turn it manually, but it's not going to be as hard as it was before. That's just about it for this, though. It's just another fun build. I did tile off this area and match the colors a bit better. But overall, it's just another ride for people to enjoy at the amusement park. Now, we're going to move over back to the front of the city real quick to discuss something really quick. This is a whole bunch of construction gear and, of course, an Earth Dragon. Remember, this is kind of supposed to be like a fancy Ninjago-styled city, so a dragon kind of makes sense. No less sense than having an ice dragon on the beach, anyway. But I have the roads blocked off over here. You can see there's guys bringing in some equipment. We got the construction crew out. And that's because when I built the amusement park, I was thinking it was going to go all the way to where this road comes out here. Turns out it did not. So now I have to figure out how I want the roads to work so that there's a road closer to the amusement park. Meaning that almost this entire block is going to get pretty much thrown out to the pile of buildings that I have up there. And when they're there, of course, they'll be moved with somewhat care, so that way they don't break. Anything that breaks will get fixed. But this is so that I can move the road closer to the amusement park and make room for more and more buildings, which is going to be pretty fun. But that's going to do it for this video today. In the next video, we're going to be taking a look at the process of me changing up the roads a little bit and then showcasing some buildings I'm going to add. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out the other video from my previous amusement park layout that I'll link at the end. And I hope you all have a great day.